Hey there, folks. This is Alpha Matrix. I'm back again. This is part 2 of my custom Bruticus project. This is Swindle. I decided to do the project in 6 parts for each figure. We're going to do the legs first, which is Brawl, Swindle, and then we'll do the arms, Vortex and Blast Off, and then Onslaught, and then finally Bruticus himself. I like being orthodox in certain things as far as the cartoon is concerned, and trying to keep things in the G1 cartoon scheme, but taking some unorthodox methods and making mold choices and doing a few unique twists and stuff to make the figures more interesting instead of doing the same old. And that's what I did for Swindle. Swindle is usually a Hummer, or they'll make him a Jeep of sorts, and I wasn't too keen on doing the same old like everybody else, and I wanted to take a few liberties with the build and try to keep it as true to G1 as possible, but still have some fun. The thing with customs, it's all about fun, and here we are. Here is Swindle. He's an armored vehicle. I made him using the Generations Roadbuster mold, which I thought was a pretty kick-ass idea. If Swindle was to be anything other than a Hummer or a Jeep, this would be a good choice, and so I figured I would do that. And the only modifications I had made to this mold is I just gave him a different head. I did make modifications because Roadbuster came with a ton of weapon accessories. This turret originally had a missile that just sprang on a spring and just blew out the front. I didn't care for that, so I extended it and made an actual gun barrel instead. It doesn't fire anymore, but I like the idea of it. And I gave the scope, of course, which comes with Roadbuster. But I think it's a pretty cool idea and a cool concept. And everything put this aside for the time being. Now on to Swindle himself. Let's see. I get a kick out of this mold. I really do like it, and I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think I'm the first one to use this mold for Swindle, and I like it a lot. He had a ton of details, and he was a pain to paint and work with because there's so much detail in here. You know, you had to be very careful, so I had to work my way around. But as with each Combaticon, I experimented with a ton of different weathering techniques, from a little bit of ink wash to showing some of the metal detail, like weathering and stuff, because since Bruticus is basically a war machine, you gotta have some weathering on each figure, so everything looks pretty, everything is in harmony with the next thing behind it or around it or whatever. Anyway, I love the detail work on this, and I used a lot of different colors. I used flat yellow, flat steel, chrome silver, purple, of course, you know, a lot of black and stuff like that, and I really like the way this looks. And that's a pretty mean looking vehicle coming at you, you know? That's pretty sweet. Anyway, let's do the transformation, and I'll get into some of the details I added when I have him in his robot mode. Okay, first thing is, I hate transforming this guy sometimes. He's got so many peg holes in every which way. So what you gotta do is separate it like that. Separate the legs, bring them out. Then fold in the back wheels, sort of, and then pop them apart. Just putting the wheels down. And about the feet. And the one thing I like about this figure is he has great ratcheting joints in the feet. Like this. Same thing. Like so. Okay. There's the legs. And then you do is you unpeg the arm in here, such, and I'll do the same thing on the other side. It just makes it easier. Okay. And what you do is bring up the arm, finish unpegging it. There you go. And then in here, I'll fold this out, bring it up. Same thing with the other side. Right there. Bring it up. And then you fold the hood down. Out. And you fold these in here. And you're all the way down. And it clips into a small notch in the waist. And you pull around. Same thing on the other side. And you unpeg right there. Peg it. And there you go. Same thing on the other side. Same thing there. Okay. Make sure it stands okay, because these feet can be a little bit fiddly. Just readjust the feet just a bit. There you go. Just readjust the feet one notch. Just there you go. Okay. Now, I love the robot mode, but I think I like the ultimate mode much better. But I really get a kick out of this mold. The head, the only modification I really did to this is give him a new head, and the head is off a Fall of Cybertron Swindle, and it looks really good. And I thought the head looked good for this mold. Kind of looks similar to a military helmet kind of look, and I got a kick out of that. And then what you do is he has a little blaster which goes in his left hand right here, like so, and then you take the turret and you put it on his shoulder like this, and that's pretty sweet. And there's Swindle. I think he came out fairly well. It looks really good. I'm quite surprised. I was quite impressed with how he came out, and I thought he was a good, unique choice for this particular build. I wanted to go a step beyond and do things a little different, and it just looks badass. And I did a lot of detail work on the legs stuff and a little weathering there, and you can see a lot of the detail. I love the wheels on this truck. They look really cool. You can see some of the more detail stuff like that. I think it came out pretty good. I like the way the piece looks. I used a little gunmetal and a little bit of chrome silver dry brushing, and just to bring it out just a little bit. And then on top of the Tamiya purple, I put just a light coat of a very light, thin purple, just to make the eyes appear a little more illuminated, since there is no light piping and stuff. But that's pretty cool. Okay, and here is Swindle. I hope you all like the way he looks. I'm pretty proud of it. I think he looks pretty badass, and I look forward to your comments, and part 3 will be coming soon. Take care, everybody. Peace.